industry uses. Although Lean began in the manufacturing industry, it has also been successfully adopted by a range of service industries, including those in the banking, healthcare, and retail sectors. The basic principles of Lean apply across all industries. For example, you can apply the following steps no matter what your organization does. Understand your customers' requirements. Map your organization's value stream. Identify and eliminate waste. Calculate the allowed time to produce a single product to match customer demand, which is known as takt time. And implement Kaizen and implement 5S in your workspace. Lean tools and principles can be used in the manufacturing industry. Many of these tools and principles can also be used in non-manufacturing and service industries such as banking, healthcare, and retail. As we said, some key tools and strategies for implementing Lean in the manufacturing environment include creating work modules, just-in-time production, just enough inventory, and standardization. Now let's see each manufacturing principle for an example of how it is applied. Work modules. Production work should be organized into product groups in a clockwise layout that provides all the necessary equipment to manufacture the product or part. Teams working within this area should have the necessary skills and knowledge to use, maintain, and repair the equipment they work with. Just-in-time production. Just-in-time production works on a pull system where products or parts are created or ordered as they are needed. For example, a factory worker who bolts metal sheets can use the two-bin system, where she has two containers holding 50 bolts each. When the first container empties, it is sent to be replenished, while she continues to use the bolts in the second container. Another useful system is the Kanban card. The Kanban card method, where information such as part number and location are updated as the card travels with the inventory. Each card triggers inventory replacement once the part is consumed. Just enough inventory. Manufacturers implement Lean by reducing inventory as much as possible. You calculate the minimum inventory required and keep that where workers can use it. If it is impossible to work like this, very small amounts of inventory should be stored, and these should be kept and transported as efficiently as possible. Standardization. Even though you may manufacture a variety of goods, notice where the processes and tasks are similar and standardize this. Unique tasks and processes should be compartmentalized. For example, suppose your company creates custom furniture. Tasks that may be standardized include design processes, cutting sections of wood, sanding, polishing, creating joints, and transporting completed pieces. Service industries also include airlines, IT services, shipping, education and training, repair and maintenance, food and hospitality, and many governmental agencies. To implement Lean within a service industry, services should be viewed as products. To meet customer needs, they should be designed and generated using specific processes. The second feature of implementing Lean in the service industry is to focus on increasing the speed and quality of processes and service delivery. Continuously improving processes by eliminating waste from the value flow and maintaining an efficient workspace can help your organization deliver its services to customers at the right time and at the right price. Several causes of waste are common in the service industry. Unnecessary movement of people, paper, and information. Delays that result in waiting. Overproduction. with a service provided faster or in larger volumes than the customer requires, failure to deliver what the customer needs, and unnecessary processes or procedures that slow service delivery. Unnecessary processes. Many financial services such as accounting, payroll management, and insurance claims processing involve banking. The product of a transaction is the fulfillment of the customer's request, which could be a deposit of money, an insurance policy, or a bill payment. Often this data is delivered internally, with one department providing it to another within an organization. Now let's see each type of financial service for examples of how to implement Lean. Accounting. You can map the value stream required to complete an accounting transaction, including information retrieval, spreadsheet creation, data entry, and the delivery of the service. Using this type of map, you can continuously check for and eliminate any duplications or unnecessary steps to eliminate waste. Payroll. You can improve payroll management by making small, local, and continuous changes to processes, such as regular updates of banking details. It is a good idea to provide rewards for employees who generate cost and time-saving processes. Claims processing. You can optimize the work environment and processes in insurance companies, claim departments by forming assembly lines for paperwork processing and by removing cubicles so that employees work in modular teams. In healthcare, the aim of a lean approach are to improve turnaround time, contain cost, reduce space requirements, increase the speed of delivery, and improve the quality of patient care. It involves identifying and removing wasteful activities and focusing on those activities that add value for patients. In the context of healthcare, a lean approach focuses on eliminating waste in various ways, keeping laboratories close to testing sites, basing tests on patient needs and ensuring no unnecessary tests are performed, organizing workspaces so that nurses and patients don't have to travel distances to retrieve equipment or to be tested, minimizing inventory in queues such as lab samples waiting to be processed and patients waiting for beds, and reducing the amount of paperwork needed to process patients and treatments. Now, given what you have learned about implementing Lean in the service industry, how do you think it could be applied in the retail industry? Here you have the options. Place the right product in its correct place at the right time using visual cues. Using point-of-sale information to stimulate supply and delivery based on purchases. Minimize inventory levels. Keep shop floors and back offices clean and ordered. Minimize interactions with customers by automating most processes. What do you think? Well, this is the answer. Positive interactions with customers are value-added processes. Automating this is seldom useful in retail. Another example of implementing Lean in retail is the first in, first out principle used for stocking retail shelves. The newest stock is placed at the back of the shelf so that older stock is purchased first. The principle is particularly useful for perishable stock. Now, can you match industry examples with how Lean principles are applied to them? Here I have the options. Manufacturing, banking, healthcare, and/or retail. And here you have the targets. Produce product components only as they are needed. Remove unwanted activities in the processing of mortgage applications using value stream mapping. Place testing laboratories close to sample stations. Use point-of-sale device to link to inventory. And this is the answer for you to compare. In manufacturing, you need to work with a just-in-time principle of producing goods only as they are needed. Value stream mapping helps the banks identify and possibly remove wasteful activities in the processing of mortgage and loan applications. In the healthcare industry, you can reduce wasteful movement by placing laboratories close to sample stations. And finally, in the retail industry, you can directly link sales to inventory using point-of-sale devices.